So good day everyone. I'm Cedric Oporto and I'm here to discuss about the One Meter app. This is the app that I made for the SFTech competition UI/UX design competition. So first, understanding the problem. You know, since active cases here for COVID-19 pandemic has increasing every day or increasing. To avoid getting infected, people have been staying at home, wearing face masks, and following the social distancing rule, especially to the people who are going to work and going to the malls and groceries. New rules have been followed by people ever since COVID-19 came, and one of the rules that's hard to implement is the social distancing rule. Since we are humans, so we are social beings, and thus it's really hard to adjust to this rule. That's because whenever we're going outside, uh, we don't really mind the people walking, you know, and it's really hard. Uh, and also the social distancing rule only is really strictly implemented in like going into the malls, but once they go inside to the malls, it's not really implemented that much. Now, so describe the research you did and the way to developing your app. So to better understand the needs that people have in their pain points, I did qualitative research and defined a series of questions for the users and did get an idea out of there. I made questions about what's the experience going outside, especially this quarantine. And then I also did the 5 W's and H, who are the individuals who can benefit from the app, and what are the features that we can offer to them. When are people doing this? Where do people use this? Why are people involved? And how? What are the meaningful activities? Like the user felt that. And also I made a use case diagram to know what the users can do with the app and setting the goal of the app. Now I did user interviews. So I think I picked 10 people to ask questions about, like, have you ever been to crowded places, especially malls, public markets, and grocery stores? What are your observations regarding to the behavior of people in these crowded areas? Are there any rules or guidelines that lessens the chance of getting infected with COVID-19? Please specify. Why are some people forgetting to follow these rules, especially the social distancing rules, knowing that the active cases are increasing daily? And do these rules most specifically, the social distancing rule, help them lessen the chance of getting infected with COVID-19? Why do you think so? Yeah. Are they aware of what's the current situation? Do they have enough knowledge about COVID-19? If not, why not? If there will be an app that helps the implementation of these rules, especially the social distancing rule, and has a feature of staying updated and educated about the COVID-19, do you think this would be helpful? And here's the answer. The answers, summary of my users' answers. Most people who go out are the ones who are employed, having an online business, and the ones who need to get some goods, supplies, and food. People who follow rules such as wearing masks and doing hand sanitize, and having a social distance, but most of the time it's not implemented enough, and the people just don't distance themselves. Like, it's not in their initiative to, especially in the public when they're going outside, like they're just walking. Next, a social distancing, wearing face mask. sanitized, and below 21 years old allowed to go out. Most of the time, they really don't mind social distancing rule. This rule is new because of the pandemic, and because of this, it's hard to socialize with the other people and maintaining social distance, especially when talking to someone. Yep, especially when they're going out, when they're hanging out with their friend. It's hard. And luckily, the most of the restaurants do follow the social distancing rule right now. Like the tables, they're always 1 meter apart from each other. Other people treat this pandemic like nothing, just continue with their lives and really have enough knowledge and know the current situation. Next, the five W's and H. Yeah. So, who are the individuals who can benefit from the app? For everyone who has smartphone, and this will be helpful because the more users who will be in the app or joining the app, the more it will be useful. Because imagine if this works like we need each individual to have this app, so that when you're going out, and if there's someone who doesn't have the app, and then you have like had a contact with each other, and this app won't be helpful at all if that's the case. But if everyone has smartphones today, and this will be helpful. What are the features that we can offer to them? The social distancing alarm, mainly. That's it. That's the main goal of this app. The main features of this app, having announcement and updates, and self-assessment also, where they can self-assess. Like, it will have a series of questions to help the people, or to help the users, like, know what to keep their health in check. And also the call for help. Next, when are people doing this? People can use this when they go out or they're at home, every time, anywhere, especially when they're where do people use this? So anywhere, especially when they're in public places. Why are people involved? This is to lessen the chance to be infected, to get infected with COVID-19, and what are the meaningful activities. So here's the use case diagram. So the users can have access to social distancing alarm, self-assessment, viewing of news and updates, viewing of active cases, what is COVID-19 and its symptoms, signing up and be part of the community in fighting against COVID-19 in your city, the call for help or emergency call, invitation of friends to join and share the app, everyday reminders, and donating funds for medical equipment, which is really helpful. So next, we have the goal for this app. After doing the user interviews, getting the idea, and then making the use case diagram, I set the goal for this app. What would it be look like, and like the quality, the aesthetics of it. Will it be simple? Should it be simple? Yeah. So the real of the product. This will help the people build a habit, not forgetting to wear a face mask, sanitizing daily, anytime, anywhere. Following the social distancing rule, and educating and updating the users about COVID-19. Next, we have the quality. The aesthetics must be simple, and must be able to cater to people who aren't good at technology. Minimalistic design and at the same time readable and easy to navigate. Familiarity is also important here to let the users know what it does and how to do it. And also all in one place must be able to always remind the users the rules and updates about the COVID-19 and the situation of their city. Now for the describe the demonstration of the app. So this is the 1 meter app. So it has a login and the users can sign up. They'll enter the username, password, and their personal information, the address in the city, account, terms and condition, and agree and continue, and then after that it's straight to the quick tour. So here basically it just explained what the 1 meter is all about, to let the users know what the app is all about. And then what's the requirement for this app to be used. Basically the Bluetooth and the push notification should be turned on. Click allow, and then here's how it works. If it's turned on, the app will ring an alarm whenever 2 users will be less than 1 meter. And then self-assessment is required whenever you reach the limit and violated social distancing more than the limit, the desired. So you can also view the use and updates and also the active cases in your city. So get started. So this is just a simple user interface. You get here the home, and this is the indicator. You can see the indicator 0 of how many alarms that has been set off, and then like there's a guide, color identifier for the alarm limit, and you can also see the alarm history. So let's say for example you're at the public, and then another user comes enters less than 1 meter apart from you, then it will set off an alarm. So this will then add a number to this alarm, and then once it's reached, let's say for example 100, and then a self-assessment is required. So to keep your health in check, whether you have been feeling symptoms lately. So series of question, and then also to know which location is a lot of users has been violating social distancing, and this might help to implement the social distancing more. So once we start off the self-assessment, we ask the user what's the purpose of going out, why do you need to go out, where do you usually go to, and then here in health check we what symptoms that you currently felt. Let's say for example I have a dry cough, tiredness, also a let's say headache, and then if you want to more like describe it more further, you can also uh, put it in here. Then once you submit, a self-assessment result will be sent in the app, and then whether you should be like self quarantine at home, just to try to avoid, let's say for example, and to know if you ever it might get worse. So, and in here you can let's say for example you had a severe symptoms here in history, like there's a seek medical attention, recommend you seek medical attention. Then once you can call for help like that. And yes, so we got here the alarm histories. Today it will the alarm logs, like at what time did you go out, like 4:30 p.m. It will keep you updated. And here you can also see the updates. Let's say for the active cases here in Lapu-Lapu City, total case 1064, and the active cases, new cases, and the death, and the recoveries. Also there's a reminder below. And also you can check other places, that's why there's a search button above. In the news and updates, you can also check the news, recent news, you can view it. It's a simple app. And here you can if someone is not really sure what's going on, but still has a lack of knowledge about the COVID-19, we provide facts about COVID-19, like what is novel coronavirus and why is this disease, stuff like that. And then they can view other symptoms, questions as well, or discussions. So you have here also a notification, if in case there's new updates about the active cases, new news about your city, and also if you have like an alarm has been set off, like we have received earlier. And then we also have a reminder, here in Minot, we added, like for example, a lot of users usually do skips and quick tour, and like do you wanna see that again, we have a quick tour. And then we also have set you can also see here, you can check your profile, edit it, edit and save. And then you can here you can donate funds, especially to the frontliners, and to donate to purchase more for the medical equipments. And here's call for help, to see the list of medical hospitals and facilities that can help you. And I think that's it, and also you can for example, if you just have you need to check your health, in case, even though it's the limit is you still have one here, you can check and do self-assessment without basing the how many alarms have you have been set off, if you're not really sure what you currently feel, need, yeah, and basically that's it, you know and thank you so much. Next, we have what makes this project unique. So I did some a market analysis and competition analysis, and check if there are any apps that offer this kind of service. And yes, I found an app called distancing alarm, but it's different from what I made. The aesthetics and the feel is different from the 1 meter. It is designed not really well. And also in relation to the app, there are also a few apps about contact tracing. People help how many they contact when they're going out, and this is really this is good actually. And especially the app that Red Cross made, and the aesthetics is also good. Yep. But what makes the 1 meter unique is the simplicity it has. Just focusing on that rule, the social distancing rule, and then help the users build a habit by having this app, especially in this new normal, and everything is not the same as before COVID-19 came. And also this app will help the user navigate easily through the app. This is unique because this is where this is also like everyone becomes a community with the same goal, to fight COVID-19. And this app feels like a community because everyone is needed for this to work. The more users it have, the more this will likely work and help people. And that's true. You cannot trust everything to the front liners. Thus, this app will give them help and courage and make them feel that we're all together in this one. So you can follow me at Facebook, www.facebook.com/porto.cedric, or you can follow my Behance, www.behance.net/Cedric2. That's all. Thank you.